never get tired of making this funny little airplane with the parchment paper. I'm going to show you how to line a pan for baking to make sure your cake doesn't stick. My feeling is there's nothing worse than going to all this trouble of making a cake and then it's a perfect cake, but it breaks when you try to invert it and get it out of the pan. Therefore, I grease and flour the pan, and I also use parchment paper. This is probably overkill, but I feel it's definitely worth it. So I'm going to show you how to grease and line this pan, although these are two other pans. This is a non-stick one, and this one is a spring form, which goes like that. So you really probably don't have to use the paper, but I use it anyway. You can butter and flour this pan, or easier, you can take a cooking spray, it's called baking cooking spray, and it has flour already in the pan. So this is really easy. So you just spray it around the pan, especially in the corners. You can see that there's some flour that came out with the oil. All right, so this is parchment paper. A half of a big sheet or a normal sheet. All right, so this is like origami. What you do is you fold it in half, kind of like you did when you were making an airplane when you were a kid, and you keep folding it in quarters. So you have this little pointed thing. So it looks kind of like something you could throw. Okay, so then you've got your pan. If you go from approximately the center of the pan to the edge of the pan, you're sort of measuring, you're eyeballing that, and you cut it off there. Obviously, if it's too big, it's not going to fit in the pan. If it's a little too small, it's fine. Okay, so now this should fit. Okay. So there it is. You stick it in the pan. It sticks down to the part that's been greased and floured. And then just for good measure, I do it again. Okay, so there you have it. Now the cake would be perfect.